variables through numerals. So yeah, sure. Okay, my screen has not been shared. Sharing screen. Screen has shared to two student. And for the live session also, I'm sharing my screen with student voice. It's been recorded. It's live now. So in the last session, we solved these problems and you solved the problems quite good. A triangle has vertices so and so. Find the coordinates and midpoints P of AB and Q of BC. Show that the line L and through P parallel to AC is y is equals to x minus 3, x minus 3. So let's go with this problem in detail. So he wants to show that the equation is y is equals to x minus 3. I'm taking this problem. And before that, we have previously any equation type of things he didn't ask. Okay. Now he wants to show that the equation is equals to x minus 3. And I will take this another book. Okay. Oh, can I take the image here? I got it. I got it. Oh. Okay. So what is the question? Can you read this question?
A triangle has vertices at A 3, 1, B 7, 3, and C 1, -1. Find the coordinates of the midpoint P of AB and the midpoint Q of BC.
Okay, okay. So 1 is 3. See, these are not accurate coordinates. They are just rough work only. So I'm taking A is 3, 1. B is 7, 3. C is 1, -1. Okay. Find the coordinates of midpoints of AB. This is P. Midpoint of BC is Q. Okay. Q. So what are the midpoints? Let's go with the first point. In A, what is the midpoint of P? P is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 by 2, which is equals to 3 plus 7 by 2, comma, 1 plus 3 by 2, which is equals to 5, 2. P is 5, 2. Similarly, Q I am writing a little bit directly. It is 8 by 2, comma, 2 by 2, which is equals to 4, 1. It is 4, 1. We got it? The first portion is completed. So P is, this is P and this is Q. What is the second part? Find the equation of L through P. He did not mention any L. Find the equation of the line through P. This is a P. And through P is parallel to AC. Means this is the only line one can expect. So if he wants to show the line, so this might be the line which is parallel to AC. Okay, is parallel to AC. This is the only predicted line. Now, how can we find this line equation? Equation of L through P passes through P 5 comma 2, Q 4 comma 1. So what is the equation of line passing through these 2 points?
Rise over run.
Speak up loudly and clearly, please.
Rise over run.
Rise over run, okay, but rise over run will provide the gradient, okay. Gradient is equals to rise over run is equals to, while I am teaching you now, while I am teaching you, I'm really impressing with these kind of formulas. It is not x1 minus x2 by 2 or y1 minus y2 by 2. It is rise over run. That's it.
Yeah.
It is a back-end formula. It's a verbal formula. There is no numerical and there is no pronumeral. There is no variable. But it's a what happens now. Uh, when when I was in childhood, my mom my mom give me one duty.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the duty? This is my home. This is my home. Okay, and I'm going and going. This is one shop, one aged fellow shop is there. I will in Telugu, Tata means Dada. Okay,
Yeah.
क्योंकि बुढ़ा जो लोग होते हैं ना उसको दादा बोलते हैं, उसको ताता बोलते हैं. Okay,
Okay.
so and I was just around 6 or 7 years. I remember it, 6 or 7 years old. My mom said to me to bring 1 kg of what is that suji, 1 kg of suji to make upma.
Yeah.
In South India, the upma is made with the suji only. So suji is in Telugu we call it as upma, and the suji clear word in Telugu is rava. Do you know rava dosa? Rava
Yeah.
dosa
Yeah.
means suji wala dosa. वही होते हैं.
Yeah.
Rava means it's a थोड़ा सा मोटा मोटा होता है. It's not a flour जैसे नहीं होता है. वो थोड़ा सा मोटा मोटा होता है. उपमा वो मोटा मोटा सेगा.
Yep.
तो रवा तो आता नहीं है. ठीक है, उपमा आता है. शब्द जो I was in the 6th to 7th years only ना, so the complex words will not very comfortable to my mouth at that time.
Yeah.
So I will call upma as not upma. I will call upma as ukma. Okay, upma. So I don't know when it's called as upma at 7 years or 8 years. Upma. I want upma. Ka. It's a ka. And my mom said that go and ask upma. 1 kg upma or half kg upma. Then
Yeah.
while I am going on the track, na, okay, so there is a one drainage, small canal is there. I have to jump that. It is of course it's the main road. I have to jump. So my practice is उपमा 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 half kg उपमा उपमा क्योंकि कोई भूल ना जाए. वरना तो भूल जाता है.
Yeah.
Ukma 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 ukma. When I jumped this small bridge, ukma becomes kunkuma. Okay, ukma becomes kunkuma. Kunkuma means वो जो तिलक होता है ना लाल वाला.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, लाल वाला तिलक होता है ना वो होता है जो पूजा के लिए वगैरह यूज करते हैं या ऐसे के लिए. उन्होंने कुंकुमा दे दिया था मुझे. तो हमका कुंकुमा दे दिया था. अब मैंने लेके गया, मम्मी ये है. अब मुझे क्या पता उपमा उपमा क्या होता है, रवा क्या होता है, सूजी क्या होता है. अब मम्मा ये लाया था कुंकुमा. अरे क्या लाया था? ये तो कुंकुमा है. हाँ, आपने जो बोला था वही लाया था. ठीक है. तो बात ये एग्जांपल मैंने आपको इसलिए बोला, राइज ओवर रन. बस इसको हम मेरा मदर टंग में जाना है तो राइज मीन्स बढ़ना.
Yeah.
रन मीन्स भागना.
Yeah.
तो हिंदी में बोलेगा तो बढ़ना वही भागना. अब
Yeah.
इन तेलुगु में बोलेगा तो पेरुगुडु दुंकुडु. दुंकुडु means jumping. Perugudu by
Yeah.
jumping. Okay. Perugudu means growth. That is Telugu word. And dunkudu means jumping. So it is jumping. Where is the mathematics? Is there any number? No. Is there any variable? No. Is there any formula? No. Perugudu by dunkudu. Bhadana or bhagna. Okay. So this is, there are a lot of mistakes I did in my life because I am self-dependency. I will not depend on others. This is the problem.
Yeah.
This is the problem with me, and my mom appreciates this. You should become self-dependency. You should not depend on any others. At most, see, the teachers and other things are that is as a part of administration or as a part of learning only. But we should not depend on others mainly, and we should not believe others particularly. Okay, so gradient is rise by run. मतलब बढ़ना by भागना. Okay, so
Yeah.
बढ़ेगा y coordinates gets 2 minus 1 by 5 minus 4. So it is 1. 2 minus 1 by y minus 5 minus 4, it is 1. So your gradient is 1, and which is m is equals to 1. And you can take any other point which is x1 comma y1 is equals to, you can take p is equals to 5 comma 2. So you got point, it's a gradient, and you got the point. So gradient point form, gradient point form is nothing but your y. What is the form? Gradient point form. Y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1.
X1.
Okay. So here your gradient is m. So y minus y1 is y minus 5 is equals to 1 into x minus 5. It is 2. Y minus 2 is equals to x minus 5, which is nothing but y is equals to x minus 3. This is your equation, right? We have to show this. Next,
Yeah.
show q lies on the line. Q lies on the line. So q lies here. We have to show that q lies here. That is, show L bisects BC. L show that q lies on midpoint of BC lies on the point only. Okay. So and bisects L bisects BC. How can you say that? Right, this is BC only. BC. Q is the midpoint of BC. I made it Q, midpoint of BC. And what is asking in the third point? Q lies on the line found in 2. Oh. Is there any other logic? L is neither mentioned previously. Show that the equation of an image to the any. Okay. L bisects the BC only. And the Q parallel to parallel to P. I did it wrong. What is the question? He did not. Of course, this is a part of. Uh, hmm, 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 hmm. I did a mistake. There is no involvement of Q in the second part by involved Q. I show that this line is y equals to x minus 3, but we should not show that. The line is totally different. I will tell you. We have to do the problem in a different way. This is okay. It is fine. Everything is fine. We need another line equation AC. This is the end session, last problems. No, it takes a lot of time. Let it my example as it is only. No problem. See, can you read the second question, second part?
Show that the equation of the line L through P parallel to AC is equal to y is equal to x minus 3.
Wait a second. Huh. Show that the line L passes through P and parallel to AC. Okay. So this may not be your passes through P. This may not be passes through P. What he asked, parallel to AC and drag a line. Of course, you will get the same Q only, but we need to find the line. What is the equation of AC? Second part, equation of AC is equals to what is this equation of AC implies? M is equals to rise, which is -1, -1, y1 minus y2 minus 1 by 1 minus 3. It is -2 by -2 is equals to 1. And point is 3 comma 1. Point 3 comma 1. So implies equation of AC is equals to y minus 1 is equals to 1 into x minus 3, implies y is equals to x minus 2, and the equation of L, the equation of L, which is passes through P 5 comma 2 and parallel to AC. What is the equation? What is the equation parallel to this equation?
Y is equal to x minus 2.
That is the equation. What is the equation of parallel line to this line?
Y is equal to x minus 2.
That is the equation AC. What is another line which is parallel to AC? It is differ with a constant is equals to x plus some k.
Yeah. You change the 2.
We have to
minus
change the constant. See, two
Yeah.
parallel lines differ by constant. Two parallel lines differ by constant. So plus k. Okay. And it is passes through 5 comma 2 and implies it satisfies, it holds 5 comma 2. So implies substitute the point 2 is equals to 5 plus k, implies k is equals to minus 3. Therefore, equation of line passing through P and parallel to AC is y is equals to x plus k means minus 3. This is the solution. Previously, what we did, we evaluated the line PQ. In the third case, show that the Q lies on B. Q lies on B means Q is 4 comma 1. Okay. Q is equals to 4 comma 1, which lies on L if what is y? Y equals to 1, x equals to 4 minus 3 is equals to 1 is equals to 1. Therefore, Q lies on L. And show that Q bisects BC. How can you show that Q bisects BC? So the rest part I am leaving. Q bisects BC means that's it. That's a bisectorial. As L bisects BC, as L intersects BC at Q, therefore Q bisects BC. That's it. Nothing to mention. And show that PQ is equals to 1 by 2 AC. Distances you have to find. DI1. Okay. So, and consider the triangle. So, this is ABC and repeat the process. We need to go. Okay. So, I think we can stop there with the third question. Go to the next develop. Read the fourth question, please.
Let the vertices
Your voice is suddenly stopped.
in the theorem. Find the midpoints P, Q, R, and S of the sides AB, BC, CD, and DA, respectively. The figure PQRS is also a quadrilateral.
Okay, wait. Let the vertices of ABC or ABCD as shown in the diagram. Find the midpoints of PQ or S. We can find the midpoints. It is P, Q, R, S are the midpoints. Midpoints. The figure PQ is also quadrilateral. Add it 1, 2, 3, 4. Quadrilateral, of course, it is quadrilateral. Okay, we can get it. The midpoint means what? A1 plus A2 by 2, comma B1 plus B2 by 2. This is the midpoint. It is a P. So you can get all. Find the midpoints of the diagonals PR and RS. Try to get the midpoint of PR and QS. QS. So these are the midpoints. They must be same. They must be same. You can find. Explain why this proves. Uh, this proves PQRS is a parallelogram. In this question, you have shown that the midpoints of the sides of the quadrilateral form a parallelogram. Any quadrilateral, if you take, the midpoints of the sides of that quadrilateral forms a parallelogram. Is it clear? You can take any quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means anything, any direction, any angle. The sum of internal angles must be 360 degrees, and the four sides are to be mapped. Take the midpoints, join them, it will become a parallelogram. That's why parallelogram is important. Okay. How that parallelogram means given midpoints, and the midpoints of diagonal. Why this is proves? What is the parallelogram condition? Opposite sides are parallel.
Yeah.
Opposite sides are parallel. And there might be the other additional things are, I think, I don't know, this will be 90 or no. It is not 90. Opposite sides are parallel. Explain why this proves PQRS is a parallelogram. Because midpoints of the diagonals PQ, find the midpoints of the diagonals. They are same. They are same. Midpoints of the diagonals are same. Okay. Means diagonals. Let me go. Okay. So what happens in the parallelogram? When you draw a parallelogram, okay, I'm drawing. Please concentrate on the board. This is parallelogram. Okay. Diagonals bisects each other. Then that is also parallelogram. Means this line must be equals to this. This line must be equals to this. If this point, midpoint is same, means the midpoints of PQ. The midpoints of PQ means you got PQRS. Its midpoint is this, means this length is equal to this. Its midpoint is this, means this is equal to this. Okay. If the diagonals bifurcated half, bisected. If the diagonals bisected, then it is a parallelogram. Additional property. As diagonals bisected. Diagonals bisected. Bisected means two same pieces. Okay. So that is the logic. That is the only logic. Next, the point a comma 0, q comma 0 on the positive axis, so and so b p, so in the vertical axis y axis, then show that a p whole square, it's a q b q a p. So this is a proper distance formula. Use distance formula. So a b whole square is nothing but a b. So you have to use x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, then substitute. Similarly, AP, similarly, QB and QP. You will get the same answer. You have to do this is for do it yourself only. The triangle of these three vertices and C lies on AB and OC perpendicular to BC. AB, the diagram and showing the information. So what is this information? OBA. So this is the coordinate system, and this is the origin 0, 0, and there is a point 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is a 3, 0, and 0, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 0, 4. So this will be the triangle. This is the triangle. C lies on AB. OC is perpendicular to AB. See, this is C. OC is perpendicular to AB. This is C. It is a perpendicular. This is 90. C might be midpoint. C might not be midpoint. वो हमें नहीं पता. पर ये information का diagram तो बना दिया. Find the equation of AB and OC, and hence find the coordinates of C. It is what is this? This is B. This is A. This is B. Find the equations of A, B. So we have equation. We have equation. You can do. Find the equations of A, B, and OC, OC, and OC. Then find the coordinates. Because AB is perpendicular to OC. Use this logic to find the C. That is the work. Because this is 90. अब C का coordinates तो पता नहीं है, but 0, 0 का पता, A का पता, B का पता. A, B से हम इसके लाइन निकाल सकते हैं, या तो इसका we can evaluate its gradient. What is its gradient? Gradient is 4 minus v1 minus v2 by x1 minus x2. It's a 4 minus 0 by 0 minus 3. It's a minus 4 by 3. And its gradient will be, what is its gradient? What is the gradient of OC? Gradient of AB is minus 4 by 3. Gradient of OC?
3 over 4.
3 over 4. Very good. 3 over 4. 3 over 4. And it is passing through 0, 0. That is y minus 0 is equals to 3 by 4 into x minus 0. It is 3y is equals to 4y is equals to 3x. 4y is equals to 3x. 4y is equals to 3x. I got the line equation. And how it will be the point? What is the point? What is the point? What is the point? I got the line equation. Get this line also. Get line of AB. And intersecting line. Solve simultaneously to get C. That's the only way. Find the lengths of OA, AB, OC, BC, AC. You can get all. OA, AB, BC, sub kuch you can do lengths. So confirm that OC square is equals to AC into BC. OA says it is also do it yourself. This is all are your distance formulas. Okay. So go to the next one. The diagram opposite shows that ABCD is the number on the number plane. Show that ABC is equilateral. Is this equilateral ABC? How can we say that it is an equilateral? What is the formula of equilateral? What is the logic of equilateral? Which triangle is said to be equilateral?
All sides and angles are the same.
All sides are same. Angles, of course. If all sides are same, either all sides or all angles. Okay. What is this distance?
2A.
2A. Very good. It's 2A. He given a point. It is A. This point is A, 0. This point is 0, A root 3. This point is minus A, 0. Find out the distances. If I get a AB distance is equals to under root of, it is 0 minus A whole square. 0 minus A whole square. A root 3 minus A whole square. A root 3 minus minus 0 whole square. So it is a square plus 3a square is equals to 4a square square root. It is 2a. So this is also 2a. And this is also you will get 2a. So therefore this is out. And a, b, d. If this is 2a, what is this distance? AD. One is 3a, which is a. This is also 2a. 3a minus a.
Oh yeah, 2a. Yeah.
And the two sides having the same length, which is isosceles.
Yeah.
That is AB is equals to AD. Katu. And this is due to yourself AB square into BD square. You have to take the distances and all. It is AB whole square is equals to 1 by 3. AB whole square is equals to 1 by 3 BD square. Three vertices, everything is same. Everything is same. Three vertices using the gradient show that C, the quadrilateral ABCD. This is A, B, D. He given one more C. Okay, using gradient means what is the gradient condition of the parallelogram? If this is A, B, C, D, A, B is parallel to CD, both gradients have to be same. BC is parallel to DA, both gradients are to be same. That is the midpoint of the diagonals of AC and BD. Take this midpoint. Okay, if they are same, means this is same, and then it is parallelogram. That's it. Bisects. Why prove that diagonals parallelogram bisects each other? If this is same, the diagonals bisects each other. That's it. Because the midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD are the midpoint of diagonals, because they are the diagonals. That's it. And next, all these are similar problems only. I think with these last two problems, it is completed the chapter. It's a challenge mode. A, B, C vertices of triangle PQR has been given midpoints. PQR are the midpoints of A, B, C. Let it be triangle A, B, C. Its midpoint are P, Q, R. Okay. Find the equations of the medians of the median. Do you know median? I should write here.
Like the average? Oh no, not the average. The middle.
Can you repeat? Can you repeat?
The median is the middle.
Median is the middle only, right? But what is the median of this triangle? This is A, this is B, this is C. This is the midpoint of B is C, CA is R, Q, and AB is R. Median means median is a line. Median is a line from a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite line. This is the midpoint. So this is AP is the median. AP, BQ, AP, BQ, CR. This is called median. These are called median. Okay, and the CR are medians. Is it clear?
Yeah.
And this point is centroid. Okay, and if A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2, C is x3, y3, x3, y3. Do you know centroid formula? X1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is centroid formula.
Oh, so
Centroid
it's just the average.
hmm?
It's just the average.
It's just the average of 3 points. That's why it is called centroid. We are not taking as an average. The formula is developed as an average. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And do you know this is the key point of the triangle? In some videos, in some videos and all, some people try to balance the thing, and they will keep it as it is, just like this. You see. And in my childhood, there is an eagle toy is there, and at most you will point out, and it will rotate like this. Oh, spinning wheel. Do you know spin wheel?
Yeah, yeah.
So that middle is the midpoint. It is a centroid. So that's why it can rotate in your finger. Okay. So can you rotate like this? No, it is not rotated. You have to rotate everything like this. It is to be balanced. So accordingly, you have to balance like this. So then it is the forces will depends upon on this center point. Okay, so that is your centroid. Okay, that's important. And this is the centroid, na? It is a median, and with this you will draw circumcircle. If you draw the circumcircle, not circumcircle, and moreover, this is 2:1. This is 2:1. This is 2:1. The ratio will be bifurcated where the centroid is 2:1 ratio. If the full length is 10, this will be full length is 12, this will be 8, and this will be 4. That kind of bifurcation will be happening. That is also most important. Okay, I given 2 to 3 additional points. These are called medians. Their intersection point is centroid, and centroid breaks the medians in the 2:1 ratio. And if we draw this circle, so I think that is circumcircle only. Circumcircle. Okay. The find the intersection of BQCR. Okay. Show that they lies on the third median. Of course. So he's asking intersection of BQ and CR. That is this point. It lies on the third median, means it is on the same. It is lies, and we have to show the same. Find the equations. 3 equations we have to show. Solve these, and you will get 1 point. That is your centroid. And what is that point? Do you know? 1 plus 6 minus 3. It is 2 by 3 is 1. 6 minus 2 is the 4 plus 2 by 2 is 1 comma 2. The point is 1 comma 2. Okay. You will get everything with it. Now consider more general solution. So the same process, but here A, B, C, D will be exist. You have to process. See, hey, he given the question. Read this point.
In this question, you have shown the 3 medians of the triangle are concurrent. Their point of intersection is called the centroid.
It's called centroid. Okay. It's called centroid. It is not circumcenter. That is centroid only. This is called circumcenter. We have circumcenter. Can you read this point?
In this question, you have shown the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle are concurrent. Their point of intersection, called the circumcenter, is thus the center of a circle through all 3 vertices, called the circumcircle.
Circumcenter and circumcenter. So here he is asking to draw a plane with the 3 points. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C. Okay. We got it. A, B, C. We got it. A, B, C. Perpendicular bisector. Okay. Perpendicular bisector means, what is BC? What is the midpoint of BC? Midpoint of BC, somewhere it will come here. Okay.
Yeah.
If you add this A and this PQ, it's a PQ, it's a P. We take it P. Okay. Then what is AP?
The median.
Median. Quite clear. But in this case, this angle could be anything. There is no guarantee. That could be anything. Okay. And sometimes median could be outside also. Even everything will be not inside. Sometimes okay. The medians are inside only. Okay. Now I will make one perpendicular line. Is it passes through A? Is it any guarantee?
No.
No guarantee. So this is called perpendicular bisector.
Okay.
It is perpendicular and it is bisector.
Yeah.
Median is bisector, but not perpendicular. That passes through the opposite vertex.
Yeah.
If, and one more thing, if our bad luck is 90 degrees, okay, sorry, it is not 90 here. So where is the opposite AC median is this? Midpoint.
Oh, yeah.
And here also there might be some 90 degrees. Perpendicular bisector.
Yeah.
And here also some might be bisector. Perpendicular bisector. I'm making 3 strikes means 3 same, 2 same, 1 same. Okay.
Yeah.
So I drawn the perpendicular bisectors of all 3 sides. They are also concurrent. This point is said to be circumcenter. And if you take this something O, you can take OA as a radius, and if you draw the circle, it touches the vertices. This is called circumference. Okay, the triangle goes to circumference, circumcenter, and this is the 3 point circumference. The center of the center is circumcenter. Perpendicular dissects of the sides of the triangle are concurrent. The point of intersection is circumcenter, and the circle with center at the circumcenter is called a circumcircle. Circumcircle. So there is median, which is centroid logics. Okay, which is centroid. Medians पकड़ेगा तो centroid आएगा. Okay, perpendicular bisectors. Perpendicular bisector, which is circumcenter. Okay, and altitudes bisect. Altitudes. Okay, altitudes. Altitude means for A to B. This is your altitude. Okay, and these also intersect some point, and that point is orthocenter. Orthocenter. There is additionally orthocenter is there, and in circle, circumcircle, X circles. All these are there. Okay, so here just find the gradients. You can find the equations of perpendicular bisectors. You can take because gradients product is -1. You can get the gradients are also, find the equations are also passing through ABCD also being given, and find the intersection of 2 bisectors. You will get 3 lines. You will get 3 lines. That is passing through P, passing through Q, passing through R. And then if you solve 2 lines, you will get one equation, 1 point. If you substitute in the third one, it will be satisfied. And this point is said to be perpendicular bisector. There is altitudes bisector. The altitudes intersection of altitude lines is also there, but that is not in this book right now. Okay, so here you have to review entire section and all. Try to get. I will take a test. Do you have any school test nowadays? Do you have any?
No, not yet.
Okay. Tomorrow, are you free today? Tomorrow, do you have any other schoolwork?
I have other subjects I do.
Okay. So I'm giving a time for this mathematics for 2 days. Then after that, not 2 days, tomorrow and after tomorrow means in the next
Yeah.
on Friday. Tomorrow is the Thursday and I don't have the class because I have to go to college. So on Friday, I will take a test on this uh, coordinate planes and all. Okay.
Okay.
Only for these 4 worksheets. I can give any problem from any other. Numerical changes are there. You have to do it on your own. I will make numerical changes. Okay.
Okay.
So with this, your 11, chapter 6 has been completed. Chapter 6 has been completed. I'll send this out. Oh, now I'm coming to here, and we have to open supporting material. And what is our next topic? It is 11th. So with this, we completed this. Next, we have to go to the next topic. Coordinate planes is completed.
Yeah.
We completed sine, cosine rule. We completed transformation and symmetry. No, not completed. Symmetry transformation मैंने नहीं करा था. Trigonometry functions and graphs done. Okay. And next, coordinate plane, exponential logarithm is done. Differentiation is done. Extending calculus is done. Probability is remaining. Probability distribution is remaining. What should we go? What should we do next?
Probability, I guess.
Probability. Okay. If you have your school component, what's happening in your school? Trigonometry is not completed till yet.
No, we started calculus.
Started calculus, but calculus is a part of this text. Means what you can. Which textbook?
Like the derivatives and chain rule, all of that.
I think that is differentiation only. Okay. So please do some active participation in your school also. Otherwise, everything will be. If you need any topic at any time, revise this topic. I will go and I will explain. Okay. We need to do
Okay.
more practice, because if I do solving, because it is an academic, no, it is not competitive. In the academic explanation, you need the text, concept clearly. If it is a academic, no, I will not go with the context. Context is means the material is very less, and problem solving is, it is in the competitive mode. But during the academics, I covered each and every point almost. I can say 95% of a topic, or 90 to 95% I covered, because some problems, few, one or two or three, four problems out of 100 problems, it is not done, but we can do if I think particularly with the problems. So we think almost completed. So next will be probability only, because 6 completed, 5 completed, 4 is left, composite functions and all. But I don't think so that is such an important. But at trigonometry, your 3 dimension, everything is important. Number search, it is simple only. Okay. Methods in algebra, that is solving quadratic equations, already be done in the last month. Let's have a look into of 12th class. What happens in 12th class? Just have a look into that.
Yeah.
In the 12th class of New South Wales of Cambridge, Australia. Okay. That's advanced. It is 6, no? It is 6. What does 6 look like? It is, oh, very good. Sequences and series. Sequences and series. Okay. Graphs and functions. Very good. Dilation, contraction, and all. Curve sketching using derivatives. Very good. Second derivative test. Yes. Concavity, upward, downward, maxima, minima. Okay, okay. Integration, areas and definite integral, and integral properties and all challenges. Exponential and logarithmic functions. We already did almost. Okay. Exponents and logarithmics in the chapter 6 we completed almost. Trigonometric functions. Here, what is differentiating trigonometric functions, applications, and all. It is an advanced one. Okay. Motion and rates, that is applied topic. Series of finance. Very good. Series of finance, the GPAP. Displaying, interpreting data. Okay. Continuous probability distribution. Okay, it is not more huge mathematics. Okay, no need to go 12th. So in the next class, we will go with probability.
Okay.
Okay. It is exponential function. No, it's extending calculus also done. Probability and sample spaces. Normally, what happens now? See, in this probability, if you have a coin, for example, I want to go with a coin. This is a coin. And there is a head and tail. Of course, it will not be clear to you. And
Yeah.
head is one output. If I toss, I will get one head. I will get one tail. So, what are the possibilities? All possibilities are either head or tail. Okay.
Yeah.
If you write all possible outcomes, then that is said to be sample space.
Okay.
Sample space means all possible options to become output. Okay. And
Okay.
for example, you are doing toss. You want head, or I will toss this coin 3 times. If I
Yeah.
toss, if I toss, either head will come or tail will come. Second time also head will come, tail will come. Third time also head will come, tail will come. And uh, at least one head, or no, at most two heads. At most, no, at least two heads I want. What is
Yeah.
the what is the favorable outcomes? First time head मार दोनों टेल टेल आएगा तो बेकार है.
Yeah.
एटलीस्ट टू हेड्स, दो हेड्स आना ही है. तो फर्स्ट टेल आया, हेड हेड आया, ये एक्टिविटी आपका फेवरेबल है, ये आउटपुट, ये आउटकम आपका फेवरेबल है.
Yeah.
टेल हेड हेड, बिकॉज टू हेड्स, हेड हेड टेल फेवरेबल. Okay. Next,
Yeah.
head tail head, that is also favorable. And head because I said at least two heads, you got three heads. So total 8 outcomes, 4 are your favorable outcomes, 4 should become. Okay.
Yeah.
This list of favorable outcomes, I'm just giving an introduction, verbal discussion only. So out of 8 comes, some outcomes are according to your expectation, so some outcomes are will be favorable. Then these set are favorable outcomes out of the total outcomes, and the probability is the number of favorable outcomes by the number of total outcomes. That is a probability definition. But for example, if I this is 5 rupee coin, so there is a 5 rupee. If I toss, if I do a toss, what is the probability of getting 5? Means head tails is 1 by 2, because tail is a favorable, head and tail are total, so 1 by 2 is my favorable. What is the probability to get 10? Can I get 10 if I toss a 5 rupee coin?
Probably not.
No, it's a 0. That is 0 probability. Okay. And for example, in Telugu movies, there is one scene is there. The Brahmanandam, the Telugu comedian, will have the coin with 2 heads.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a Telugu comedian. He will toss with the 2 heads. Then what is the probability of getting heads?
100%.
That is said to be certain. Those kind of activities are said to be certain. Certain means 100%. Okay. And there is equally likely means
50-50.
Of course 50-50 only, but all have equal choices, equal opportunities. Okay, those are equally likely events, equally likely outcomes, we call it as. For example, if I have the 10 students, okay, I want to give some grace number, some additional number. Can I give equally likely? Maybe some my favorite student is there, so I will do some partiality. So there is no such a partiality. So if equally likely means I should give all have the equal opportunity. That is equal opportunity. Those events are said to be equally likely outcomes. Okay. And next, there is less likely and more likely. Less likely means, for example, do you know Indian cricketers Virat Kohli and all? For example, before the batting, Virat Kohli has some argument with the bowler. Okay, for example, and on an aggressive mode, Virat Kohli hit 5 sixes. what is the probability? What is the chances to become the sixth one is also 6? It's more likely. ये तो पक्का. Okay, and it is not certain. तो जाना नहीं जाना हमें नहीं पता, because पिछले 5 जा चुका है, इसलिए अभी ये छठी भी जाएगी. और
Yeah.
that is more likely. That is 75 to 80%. It is not 100%. It is 75 to 100%. Those are said to be more likely event. More likely event. And getting rain in summer. We will not say that बारिश नहीं आएगा. बारिश तो समर में भी आ सकता है, दिमाग खराब मतलब दिन खराब होगा तो, बट बहुत ही कम चांसेस है, तो उसको हमें लेस लाइकली बोलते हैं. लेस लाइकली. इट इज नाइदर 0, नॉट इवन मोर देन 50. इक्वली लाइकली मीन्स बराबर. आएगा नहीं आएगा हमें नहीं पता, बट बारिश समर में थोड़ी आती है. समर में तो बारिश नहीं आएगी, बिकॉज वो पिछले समर में भी नहीं आया, इस समर में भी नहीं आ सकते. बट हाँ, दिमाग खराब हो गया तो सब अच्छा. यू थिंक यू रिजॉइन बैक.
Yep.
हाँ, तो हाँ, समर में बारिश आना लेस लाइकली. ओके, समर में धूप खस के मारना मोर लाइकली. ओके, मानसून में बारिश आना मोर लाइकली और मोस्ट लाइकली. ओके, एंड फॉर एग्जांपल एक क्रिकेटर है, वो बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, रन आना कि नहीं आना, दैट इज इक्वली लाइकली. आए तो आएगी वरना तो नहीं आएगी. ओके,
Yeah.
so there are several events we have to understand whether it is equally likely or is it possible. For example, impossible means 100% जो activity होगा, that is certain, means Brahmanandam 2-head coins. Impossible means taking 5 rupee coin and thinking about 10 rupees output. It is impossible, and its probability is 0, and certain probability is 1, and probability is always lies between 0 and 1. Okay, and certain events, but probability of certain events is 1, probability of impossible events is 0, and the probability of, actually we have to think probability of equally likely outcomes. Equally likely means all have equal choices, anyone can come, so those are equally likely, and we have to think. And for example, this is a coin. Okay, or I will do some technique.
Okay.
And whenever I toss, I will get heads only.
Okay.
I will do such a kind of techniques, some kind of techniques, and I will cheat you, so that, okay. So whenever I toss na, if a smooth one is in the downside, I believe that is a heads. If the smooth one is the downside, I believe that I can, because in the touchfully I can understand that is it, whether it is a smooth, which one is smooth or this one is smooth, I can understand, because I will toss and I will do like this. Okay,
Yeah.
so I will just do, I will like this. Okay, this side is smooth, downside is smooth, that is heads. If the opponent says that it is heads na, so I will show as it is. If he said the tails,
Yeah.
I will show like this, becomes head, become tail, and tail becomes head. So this is said to be biased. Biased means कुछ गड़बड़ है.
Yeah.
कुछ गड़बड़ है, ये इवेंट सही नहीं है, वो चीटिंग कर रहे हैं. चीटिंग करने का मतलब है biased. Okay, BAIST. biased का मतलब है it is favorable नहीं, वो unbiased नहीं है. मतलब अब फॉर एग्जांपल एक डाई होता है, we have to throw 1 2 3 4 die, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. ओके, उसका है ना, एक जगह हमने तोड़ के रख दिया, एक कॉर्नर को तोड़ दिया, एक कॉर्नर को थोड़ा सा स्मूथ करेंगे, अब थ्रो करेंगे, हमेशा जो मेरा फेवरेबल वाला वही आते हैं. तो दैट इज बायस्ड. दैट इज बायस्ड मींस इट इज, वो सही नहीं है, वो कुछ गड़बड़ है, अब उसका एक रेगुलर आउटकम्स नहीं आ सकता है. तो अनबायस्ड events are to be happen and equally likely to be happen, and there are a lot of conditions, multi-stage experiments, product rule, Venn diagrams, set Venn, it's the basics only. Okay, there is one theorem, probability distribution. So there is one theorem, one famous theorem is there in this probability. Okay, we can see that thing also. Bayes theorem, Bayes theorem, Bayes theorem, Bayes theorem, B-A-Y-E-S. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will discuss probability in the next class. So let's just stop here. If you want to ask us to say something or anything wants to discuss with me, you can Control S. I'm sharing these 3 documents and those which I written my notes also. Control C, it's 11th. I should have to, it is a maths, chemistry, maths, chemistry, Control C. Just I'm sharing the documents.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, something has been shared. Okay, before that, let me start my WhatsApp, my live session. Okay, we'll stop here and we'll continue in the next class about maths. I'm stopping my live session. I got 2 likes, at least 40. At least 40 viewers has to come and stream. Yeah, end up.